When a doctor labels you with a medical condition, it's usually a bad thing. However, there are medical conditions with amazing positive side effects, ones that potentially could create indestructible super soldiers. Justin Feinstein, neuropsychology at the University of Iowa, has been treating PTSD in military veterans. He, and others, have been trying to figure out a way to help the brain recover from traumatic events, which we all know as PTSD. There is a medical condition that is of hope for folks with PTSD. Erbach disease is a non-life-threatening condition that can cause thickening of brain tissue. In 1929, doctors Erich Erbach and Camillo Huethe first discovered this condition, which roots in the amygdala of the brain. Showed a surprising side effect. One subject picked up snakes by her bare hands and stood up against an armed robber, referenced to as SM. She was put to a series of tests such as scary houses and horrific film scenes, none of which piqued the fear section of her brain. Which is also interesting because of the fact that women's brains respond so much stronger to horrific images. Other scientists and doctors are actually studying this condition in hopes of calming down people with too much activity in the amygdala, such as those suffering with PTSD. Dominic Wells, Imperial College London, explains that it takes manipulating myostatin to build muscles. There really isn't anything out there that alters myostatin levels other than exercise, with myostatin being the so-called fountain of youth. Well, there is someone to look to. There is a medical condition that is of hope for folks that suffer with muscle loss. Liam Hoekstra seems like your everyday grade school kid, except for the fact he can bench press his mom. Liam started to do an iron cross at the mere age of 8 months. By the time he was in his first PE class, he was doing chin-ups. All of this made his parents finally go, wow. After some doctor visits, he was diagnosed with muscle hypertrophy. Both his muscle and skeletal systems grow extremely faster and stronger than normal, all without any negative effects on his heart or any body part. It doesn't matter what he eats as it all turns to muscle, so he looks as ripped as an adult Stallone. Obviously this is of interest to the bodybuilding community, but if it can be discovered how to package this ability, then people with muscle loss would benefit.
And what super soldier couldn't use the strength of the Hulk?
When one hears you have hepatitis, it usually means you're in trouble, but the truth is Hep A, B, and C are the only ones that really hurt you and endanger your life if not treated properly. Studies of hepatitis have come away with a surprising side effect of Hep G. Firstly, G doesn't have any negative effect on you. In fact, during blood transfusions it's knowingly passed on. Second, further studies have shown that this STD reduced the death rate of those with the Ebola virus. Third, it greatly reduced the chance of pregnant women from passing HIV to their babies. And fourth, it fights against HIV outright. The BBC reported that it was associated with a 59% reduction in the mortality rate of HIV patients. Scientists think GBVC does this by reducing HIV's ability to compromise our immune system cells. It may also stimulate other parts of the immune system to actively fight the infection. So, if it can combat HIV, then does it hold the key into combating anything that hurts our immune systems? Making us impervious to sickness. Betsy Foxman, University of Michigan, wonders what else is missing from our knowledge of the STD. Studies are continuing on, learning how exactly it boosts immune systems.
Solving the biggest problem facing our military today, the strength needed for any mission, and impervious to sickness and disease, the future of war looks bright.